So I said again, well, what's the problem? What have I done? He said, Martin Luther King is coming in here tomorrow to lead the garbage man strike. And he said, I think you should leave. It's not going to be safe. So I went back to the Holiday Inn, closed out my account, got on a plane, went back, and we weren't far from the site where he was assassinated. And went back, got off the plane, looked at the television, and he had been shot that night. I thought, okay, that's it for us. But in the ending to that chapter, which was very, very dark, unlike other scouts, when you're 25, 26 years old, you think you can do anything. And so therefore, most of the scouts did not go back after that. They weren't going to go into the South. They weren't going to go to the African-American schools. But good old Upton, you know, pushing at windmills, said, I'm going back. So I ended up, I think it was 1 week after Martin Luther King was shot, to a place called Alcorn A&M, which is at the end of the Natchez Trace, which is one of the most beautiful places for 100 and so miles leading out of Jackson, into this little town where there's a gas station and a college right below the gas station. And I was timing all these. I said to the coach, he's looking at me and saying, what the hell's a white man doing here? And I said, well, coach, don't worry about it. I want to look at your players. He says, okay, come out. Now, in those days, which they still do today, you time somebody for the 40-yard dash. See how quick they are and what they're doing. So I'm standing at the end of the 40 yards with my stopwatch. And the first guy runs down, finishes the 40, one of the prospects. I look at my watch and I'm saying to myself, this guy ain't very fast. So the coach says, what do you got, Bell? And I said, Coach, I've got a 4.9, which is really slow. Only white guys run 4.9s. And so he said, I think you're wrong, Bell. He said, you got 4.9, I got 4.6. I said, okay. So the next guy, and the next guy, every time I had a speed slower, the coach would correct me. So finally, I got the hint. I looked up on the hill.
Took about 8 players.
Yeah, right. I look up on the hill and I look at the gas station. A lot of angry people up there. And I look down on the field and I see the coach is very angry. So I decided, do I want to get out of here alive? So next group comes and says, what do you got, Bell? And I said, what do you got, Coach? He said, I got 4.6. I said, you're absolutely right.